Alrighty, this is Shawasee Gunner back here again. I have another 1911 that I picked up a couple days ago. Released a video of the Springfield Armory. Kind of a first impression of that video. This is just kind of a general overview of the Ruger SR 1911. It's been out for a couple years now, but by and large it's a pretty good example of a run-of-the-mill 1911. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get this open. First things first, I guess, is it does come in your standard Ruger cardboard box. Ruger does sell some of their guns and their revolvers in a polymer case, but most of their stuff pretty much comes in these cardboard boxes, which, I mean, I really don't care. It is what it is, but just one thing to note. Don't expect a nice carry case. Okay, so inside the box you do have the pistol. You do get a bushing wrench here. It's just a plastic bushing wrench. It says Ruger on it. Pretty run-of-the-mill. Another thing you do get, which I threw aside here earlier, is your cable lock. I kind of have quite a collection of them. Not that they're not useful, but I really don't use them too much. So another thing in the box is it does come with two magazines. One comes with 8 rounds. The other is a 7-round flush mag. The 8-round magazine has a little bit of a pinky extension there with a polymer base plate. Kind of gives you a better full grip, and not that you have any issues on the 1911, but it is one of the options that come with the gun. I kind of leave it in this box, for the box sake. I kind of leave it with this one because it fits just a little bit better inside there. With this one, it kind of rubs up, but it probably won't be in the box for very long. So, moving on. Just to show the gun is clear. As this show the mags were empty. Pretty much, Ruger has, like I said earlier, this gun has been made for quite a few years now. Ruger's really gotten their shit together on it. One of the things that drew me to this pistol, and my other one, the first one I got was a Springfield stainless steel loaded version. One thing that led me to this is it's got this nice, it's kind of like a bead blasted, not real shiny, but it's a stainless gun, but it's got a very nice mellow finish to it. So my intentions with this are to make it kind of a field gun. The stainless won't rust, and with this kind of bead blast finish, it probably won't scratch as much as maybe a brushed or a stainless or a polished slide would. A couple of the other basic features of this pistol. Ruger really doesn't make a mil-spec version that has, like your basic GI setup. I actually think they probably would do pretty well with it. I actually would like to see their take on it. And as far as price point, I think it'd be pretty competitive. But for this, I picked this up for $7.69 at Williams Gun Site in Davison, Michigan. Which is kind of in the middle. I've seen it a little cheaper, down to $7.20. I've seen it as high as $800 something. So, is what it is. Support whatever retailer you like to deal with, and that's what you're going to pay. So, this pistol is chambered in 45 ACP, the good old round. Just kind of go through some of the basic features here. So, as you can see, it is a stainless pistol. That's pretty much all Ruger offers, except for they do have some aluminum frames with an anodized black frame. That's one of the other offerings they offer. So, but mostly it's this stainless bead blast finish. So one thing to note is all the hardware on it is this black, nice black color. It kind of contrasts nicely with the bead blast or stainless finish. So as you can see, the grip safety, the regular thumb safety, your takedown pin, slide release lever, your mag release, your sights, your hammer is also black, and your sights. So just one thing to note. And the grips are nice. They're nice rosewood. Have a nice little Ruger logo right there in the middle. Nothing bad about them. Nothing to say really. I mean, they're just a really nice, high quality sight or grip. Jeez. Oh, and the main spring housing is also black as well. So moving on a bit, some of the things that make this unique. Like I said, this isn't, Ruger doesn't really offer a generic mil-spec version. So this is kind of their basic version, pretty much. So it does have some nice features that I would like to point out. It does have a nice aluminum trigger with some serrations on the front. You can see it there. And it does have some holes cut out there. It looks nice, and the fit's a little wobbly, but not bad at all. One thing I really do like is the mag release. Seems to be a little bit more extended as compared to my Springfield. It sticks out just a little bit longer. Gives you a good reach around over here to be able to hit that. So I kind of like that. It's a nice touch. I don't think you'd really notice it for the most part, but it is noticeable on this in comparison. So the grip safety does have a memory notch here to really help you get that, locked down and fully depressed. It's actually really comfy, nothing really problematic with that. One thing to note on the grip safety is on the back here, you can see some of these grip safeties on other pistols, namely my Springfield. This is actually a lot more rounded and radiused, so this is a lot narrower, and it actually does allow you to kind of get a higher grip on it. As you can see, kind of burrows right down in there. So that's one thing I really did like about this. This does fit in the hand a little bit nicer with that feature. The thumb safety, nothing really special about it. It's kind of like an extended, it's not like a mil-spec variation. It's just a little nub. It's got a nice extended lever there that you can get good contact with. And as far as movement, it slides pretty easily, pretty good. So the hammer, which I'll let her down. As you can see, it is a kind of rounded hammer. It's not like your regular nub on the back. So it's a rounded, but it does have some serrations on the back there, so you get good grip on there. And then the side profile of it is a brushed stainless finish as well. So you kind of get that black with a brushed look, and kind of a nice little premium look, nice little extra feature there. And then there's, again, some of the black hardware on the back, kind of makes it pop a little bit. The sights they're actually Novak branded sights. I don't know if you can see down in there, it does say Novak, but they are Novak cuts, so you can use any kind of 1911 Novak sights. So these are just regular 3-dot combat, but they do pop out pretty well, as you can see, and I've had no problems with them. I have shot probably close, under 100 rounds, but getting up there towards 100. So I definitely need a lot more shooting through it, but I just kind of made this purpose to kind of show what came in the package and to kind of show off a little bit about the pistol itself. Another feature to note is the Magwell is beveled a little bit. As you can see there, it does lend pretty well at getting your mags in. As you can see, it doesn't really bind up, it just kind of slips home. So that's a nice little feature. And other than that, I mean, it's pretty much the biggest things. I guess one thing to also note is it's got your regular guide rod assembly in there. So it's just a little pin. And as far as the barrel, it's got a nice finish on the barrel, nice lockup, pretty tight there. It's a little wobbly here on the slide, I don't know if you can hear. A little bit wobbly in that fit and finish aspect, as well as the grip safety and the trigger. But I guess that's one of them things where you probably get more reliability out of it, but you might suffer a little bit on accuracy. But I think, the barrel and the bushing up here do have a tight fit. So there's nothing, I don't know, I wouldn't expect this to be inaccurate. And to be honest, I was shooting with a friend. I did put it on a speed stick, but we were probably 40 something yards, and I was able to get it on a plate. Took a little effort, but as far as my first shots with it, it's definitely in the right step in the right direction. So I don't think there's any worries there. But yeah, Ruger, I think they make a pretty good representation of a 1911. Got a lot of nice features here, as you can see, over some other models. As far as the price, I mean, like I said, I paid $7.69 for this at the time of this video. And I think you do get a fair amount of value out of it. I mean, there's some nice features that you would have to pay extra for on other models. It might not come with ambi safety or some other things, but it does come with what most people would change out. So as far as the trigger, it's got a regular old 1911 trigger feeling. It's got just a little take up. It is adjustable, but I haven't played with that much, but real crisp. Very enjoyable. I'm definitely a big fan of these 1911 triggers. So I'm going to just kind of go through a few of the specifications on it. I won't bore you too long with the details, but just kind of run through. The advertised weight is 39 ounces. That is unloaded. The width that they advertise is an inch and basically 1 1/3 inch. So that's going to be including probably the safety to this grip here at the widest point. But the slide, on a 1911, they're very thin. Got the calipers here. Let's see if I can zero it out. These aren't high dollar calipers, but for all intents and purposes. So the slide itself is 0.91 inches there. So that's really thin. That's in the avenue of what a lot of people prefer for their concealed carry options. So it's one thing to note on these guys. So the overall length is 8.67 inches, and the height is 5.45 inches. Other than that, it is, so I guess another thing to know is the slide is machined. It's a forged steel. The barrel is made out of bar stock, and I believe what they've said is that the bushing and the barrel are made from the same piece. The frame is cast by aluminum, by Ruger, and not aluminum, but it is cast by Ruger, and Ruger is kind of the king of casting. They make a lot of high-power revolvers out of cast metal, so they're pretty much, I would say, out of the firearms industry, they're probably the kings of cast frames. So if anybody's going to do it and do it right, it's going to be Ruger. So no worries there. I wouldn't worry about that one bit. It is properly heat treated. At least from what I could gather. So, no worries there. So, but I mean, other than that, yeah, it's going to be a nice little pistol to have. This is the 5-inch barrel government model. And as far as my plans for this, I kind of got this as a host for a 460 Roland conversion. So, biggest reason why I did that was particularly the finish. The price point, decent 1911 with some good stuff on it for a decent price, and I won't worry about getting scratches out in the field with it because this finish is going to really hold up. So, if you get scratches, it's not going to probably be as obvious as other, like a brushed finish or a polish, obviously. So, I'll be sure to post some updates with that once I get that bad boy going. But yeah, so thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll be sure to post some updates soon. So, alright, thanks for watching.